Sorry for my eyes looking like this. It's like 5 something. No, it's 6 o'clock. And I woke up 30 minutes ago, took a shower, did the laundry. I'm folding the other load of laundry. And I have a canker sore, which I'm trying to get rid of. Yeah, so I want to just explain this video really, really fast, then end the video. Yeah. So if you've ever wondered, which you probably have not, how to raise and get around each birth path number correctly. Since I've studied each birth path number, some more than others, I know how to get around some of them, and the other ones, it's kind of... Now with each birth path, it's like full zodiac birth chart. It's completely randomized. You're given 3 numbers which they calculate for you on a birth path calculator, and those 3 numbers are also apply to you. So if you're like 2 5s, a 1, which equals a 6, it's random. You'll be all of those numbers. You won't just be the, like, what it equals. You'll be all 4 of those numbers. So let me talk about number 1. Number 1 is the best sign to have that will probably succeed in the future. They may follow directions or may listen just as a learning experience to get better and improve. Like I said, each birth path has a calculation to it, and those 3 other numbers that they use, those apply to you too. Mine is 2 3s, 3 3 5 9. Those are all of my birth path numbers. So look it up. Okay, 2. Birth path number 2 is that one guy in every group that breaks up a fight in between 2 people. I don't really, because 2, I'm friends with a lot of people with the birth path of 2, but they're known as the moderators or the I don't know. 2s are something I don't study very much because I don't care enough. 3s, on the other hand, if your child is born a 3 with the birth path of 3, then you're in luck if you're a creative person. 3s are very creative, so if you want to just give them art supplies or take them somewhere they've never been before, go for it. 3s, the creative ones. 4s, my least favorite. 4s need structure. They need perfection and structure of their lives. They need to be doing something. They need. If a 4 doesn't have structure in their lives, if they don't have a goal of some sort, if they're not doing that goal correctly, they'll be depressed. Kind of like everyone. A 5 is what I am when it comes to my birth path name. Your name has a birth path number to it. So you're a bunch of them put together. A 5 is great at communicating. If 5s will most likely be in some way a communicationist or a politician or a salesman or something that involves persuading people. You could probably have 5 in all your stuff. So just talk to a 5. If you give birth to someone with the birth path of 5, just talk to them. They'll enjoy just talking to you. A 6. The path that I get along with the most. The nurturer. 6s are nurturers. Even if they get angry at you, they're still thinking all the time about you, about how to help you. Nurturers are the types that will marry an asshole because they think they can take care of them and fix them. If you have a daughter with the birth path of 6, she's most likely very giving. If you have a guy with the birth path of 6, he's probably very loving, not really a fighter. Will fight for the people he cares about or she cares about. The 6 is the nurturer. The 7 and the 8 are the 2 worst ones. The 7 is the insecure kid in every school that picks on you because they're insecure about certain problems at home. Hold on. Since I got a canker sore, I gotta just drink water because food hurts the canker sore. I've had it for 2 days. Anyways, the 7 is the insecure person. Even if they act like they are secure and they can make lots of friends, they still are secretly inside something is bothering them. 7s are the people who will most likely not say anything to their parents when their parents are abusive or mean to them, and they'll hold it in until they explode when they're an adult. 7s, the sign, the number I don't want. 8s, oh my God, 8s. Have you ever had that person in every group that just says, you're wrong? This is the reason why, but your idea is wrong. 8. That is an 8. There is a reason 9s, which is mine, are superior to 8s. 8s are the person, the powerhouse, the person who always wants to fight if someone pisses them off. It takes an 8 probably about 2 years to learn that they're wrong about a certain subject. See, it's funny, my grandma that I live with, she's always very stubborn, but she'll always learn a point if you say it enough to her. Especially the way to make an 8 learn something that you want them to learn is you tell them that they're wrong. Or the best way, the best tactic, if you have a parent that doesn't listen to you and they're an 8, just ask them if they're an 8. If they're an 8, the best way to get them to listen to you is tell them, oh, you wouldn't understand. I've learned to do this to my grandma so much. Oh, you wouldn't understand. They get so enraged in their brains that they need to look it up now. They look it up, and then like a week later, it's the fastest way to make an 8 learn something. Then a week later, she'll be like, oh no, I know that. And she'll tell me all about it because she actually studied it. But if you actually just go up to an 8 and you have a kid that's an 8 and you try to tell them something, they won't listen. See, at least 7s look up the shit you tell them to look up. They'll probably say that's not true or you can't do it, but they'll still look it up on the side. Nines, the creative spiritual leader who encourages people, other people, and is not a fighter at all whatsoever. Me. It's funny, the cousin I got along with the most growing up, his birth path name was a 9, and his just overall birth path was a 5. My birth path name is a 5, and my overall birth path is a 9. We're switched, which is a really weird thing to think about. Just go to all your best friends that you've always gotten along with and just see if they match. It seems like if someone matches with their own thing, with some of them, that they get along with that person exceptionally well. So I don't know much about 11, 22, and 33. Those are supposed to be the most highest leader spiritual signs. But you know what's funny? When I looked up Bush's, Obama's, Trump's, Hillary's, I noticed that most of them were 4s. The structural people. The structure. People who like structure and organization. I don't want that kid. I don't want a kid born with a 4. I really don't. A 5 will work. I would love to have a kid that's born with 5. That way we can communicate all the time. Yeah. 5s are incredibly good listeners. If you give birth to a Libra who has a 5, oh my God, that person is going to be the best listener on the planet. But remember, like I said, you could have an 8, 8, 8, and your name could be 8, but your base number, your base birth path could be a 5. So that person will still be stubborn a little bit, but for some reason I get along mostly with ones when it comes to learning and business. It's weird. Just ones. Yeah. I am not wanting to be a number 1. I am wanting to teach other people things that they don't know. The funny thing about an 8 and a 9 is they're both teachers. Except 8s, you know that bitchy teacher in any grade of school that will say, we're calling your parents, you did what I didn't like, so you're a bad person. That teacher is an 8. You know that nice teacher that wants to take you outside and adventure places and give you stickers and be creative and give you art supplies? That teacher is a 9. It's kind of like the Wicked Witch of the West is 8, and the creative, loving person is a 9. I met a girl online, and this has never happened, on OkCupid, and I hate OkCupid. And she was a 9, and we just got along exceptionally. And then she just randomly stopped talking to me. I think she's dead. No. And someone will critique that or say some comment, and I'll ignore it. And I don't know. I don't mind if people say rude things in the comments. I'd rather positive things that I can interact with, but I'll ignore any rude comment you give me. Or I'll just make fun of you because you're insecure. Okay. Goodbye, everyone. Have a nice day. Share this video. Comment on this video, definitely. And like this video. Bye.